one word: compassion. But compassion is wonderful. You can be very compassionate about something, have great ideas, but you have to turn them into action.
I cannot keep up with Bob. I don't think anyone can keep up with Bob. He does a lot of volunteer work. I mean, he works hard with the practice, but I also observe him working hard in the community. I know he's worked with the public library, with urban ministry. He's very active with the Rotary Club. He's actually recruited me to participate in a number of things. Looking back, he was really mentoring me and trying to prepare me for my own civic engagement. But he works very hard for the community, as well as obviously the work that he puts in with the practice.
And our mission at Urban Ministry was pretty simple. It was to express the love of God through practical action to people in need in the greater Greensboro area. And, a nonprofit is a business. So, they helped me with, their understanding not only the for-profit community, but the nonprofit community, and, how you do a board and how you lead an organization. Sally was very instrumental in helping us when we established our medical clinic at Urban Ministry Health Serve. But then also, they just inspire me as a cohesive family that works together with Sam and Lori and Bob and Sally, and they all just demonstrate that same love. They just glow.
June 2016, we celebrated 25th anniversary of our coming to America. We came as refugees from the former Soviet Union. We didn't know where we were going. All my intellectual life will have to stop. And I felt like I'm sort of like, it's a mini death for me. Bob quickly realized that I love books, and he took me to the library. Really, you come from another side of the world, and somebody meets you. And somebody understands your aspirations, your hopes, and help you to be yourself. That is important. I teach students, and I encourage them. They are from all over the world, and I encourage them. If I could make it, you can too.
Sally was wonderful on the board of the IRC and joined it at a time where she could really make a difference, because the IRC started up very quickly, grew very quickly, and was going in the process of moving from being a startup to an established institution. Sally made the IRC a better place, in part because it was important to her that it be a better place. She brought that passion without any ego, and I just remember how fearless she was without ever being confrontational. She didn't back down, but she didn't stir things up unnecessarily. She just had a presence and a kind of an integrity that is hard to miss when you see it.
So Bob served on the Moses Cone Health System Board, now Cone Health, for 20 years, and then served for 8 years on our board until 2011. When Bob was chair, he read a book called The Healing of America by T.R. Reid. It's a book that talks about the U.S. being the only industrialized nation in the world that doesn't provide access to care for all. We brought T.R. Reid to Greensboro and had a luncheon with 200 plus folks, and so really focused on advocating for access to care, and that really has informed our work today. I think that it's in the Cone family DNA, giving and supporting the community and valuing inclusivity and equity and diversity. That means so much to our community, to our foundation, to NCCJ.
I first met Sally in 1983 when I took over Gateway Education Center, and she was beginning on the board at that time. But right away, Sally was different, because right away, Sally started saying, could we take a tour after we get through with the board meeting with just you and I? Sally wanted to know every child in that school, and Sally had the key and the knowledge and the professionalism to turn her ideas for the school and for the kids into action.
The Cohn family and Bob and Sally really believe in our mission. They love our mission of diversity and inclusiveness and lifting up the underserved and reaching out into the community and making sure every child, every sector of our community is involved, because that's the way they've done their work in the community, right? All the causes I've watched their parents and them be involved in is serving the community, lifting everybody up, finding a way to embrace everyone. Things that pop into my mind that Bob and Sally have been there for us and that we've been able to do at CTG because of their leadership and belief in us. I think of things like the Latino Festival that we did over a decade ago, the first initiative to involve the different Latino communities. I think about when we cast a Black Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, and a lot of the community was up in arms. And families like Bob and Sally were just behind us 100% and in the audience and cheering us on. I think about since we've been able to buy this theater, our starting on stage and inclusive. We're in our 4th year now of giving actors in the community of every age a chance, whether they have MS or they have Down syndrome or they have Asperger's or whatever the challenge may be in their life, they find an opportunity to express their talent. These are amazing programs that are changing people's lives, and none of that would have happened if we hadn't been able to get this home with their support and belief in CTG.
Sally and Bob exemplify what a difference just 2 people can make, especially when they reach out to others. Margaret Mead, the anthropologist, had the most wonderful quote that I so believe. She said, "Never doubt that 2 or 3 or 10 or 15 dedicated people can change the world, because indeed, they're the only ones who ever have."